The story took place in a flashy entertainment world that hid a lot beneath the surface. On stage, they were a top girl group, but off stage, they were fighters protecting humanity. The concert was about to start, and fans of Rumi, Mira, and Zoey had already filled the venue, but the three of them were still on a private jet, eating and stalling for time. Their manager suddenly called to rush them, and that's when they realized the plane had gone way off course. They looked at the crew and noticed something was off. None of them acted normal. One flight attendant was even pouring hot coffee onto flowers, which made no sense. Rumi stepped in to check and saw strange markings on her. In the next second, the entire crew revealed their true forms. That's when it became clear they weren't just idols, they were demon hunters. The three quickly switched into combat mode and pulled out their weapons. Mira used a long blade, Rumi drew her sword, and Zoey used throwing weapons. They wrapped up the fight in no time, even though the plane was torn apart. They stayed calm and handled it, then they jumped out from high altitude, fixing their makeup as they fell. They landed perfectly at the concert venue. On stage, they kept performing while taking out the remaining threats. The audience thought it was all part of the show and got even more excited. The fans' star energy kept growing. This energy was the key to sealing the demon world, known as the Soul Gate. Long ago, people used music to gather this power to fight back. When the energy reached its peak, the Soul Gate would turn gold and fully seal the demon world. Each generation had a group of 3 chosen for this mission. This time, it fell on Rumi, Mira, and Zoey. Rumi's mother had been part of the previous generation but passed away after giving birth to her. Meanwhile, the escaped demon reported the failed mission. The Demon King, Guima, immediately got rid of him because once the Soul Gate turned gold, demons would lose their chance completely. At that point, a demon named Jinu stepped in. He suggested a new way to deal with humans. Instead of direct attacks, he planned to form a boy group and influence fans to weaken the Soul Gate. At the same time, the girl group released a new song to boost their popularity, but during rehearsal, Rumi made mistakes. Demon markings started to appear on her arm and spread toward her neck. This had been her hidden secret. Because of her condition, the live debut of the new song was cancelled. After that, the others took her to see a doctor to treat her voice. Soon, the Demon Boy group officially appeared. Among them, Abby stood out with his strong build, drawing attention, and Jinu, standing at the center, made Rumi lose focus for a moment. The boy group started performing on the streets and quickly gained a large following. Their music spread fast. Once the girl group confirmed they were demons, they decided to act. They sneaked backstage at a variety show to take them down, but Jinu saw through it and pulled them into the show instead. Afterward, they chased them to a bathhouse. It turned out to be a trap filled with water-type demons. The 3 had no choice but to fight head-on. During the battle, Jinu faced Rumi alone. He noticed the same markings on her. At the same time, Zoey and Mira got trapped. The situation became tense. At a critical moment, Jinu briefly interfered, giving Rumi a chance to get away. She quickly returned to support her team and cleared the enemies. But by then, the demons had already started absorbing human energy. This energy was being used to restore GY-mod. The boy group's popularity skyrocketed. The city's star energy began to get corrupted. It slowly shifted into a darker form. This wasn't just a fan rivalry anymore, it was a battle over energy itself. Next came the final round of the idol competition. The girl group decided to create a new song to fight back. Around this time, a 3-eyed magpie wearing a hat appeared. Along with it came a white tiger spirit. They brought an invitation from Jinu. Rumi went to meet him, and they started talking. Jinu revealed he had once been human but was now controlled by Guima. He had lived for a long time. He suggested that this situation couldn't be solved by fighting alone. Over time, both sides kept competing. Music charts kept shifting as they took turns at number 1, but the girl group's new song felt too aggressive to Rumi. She became uncomfortable with it. At the same time, the Soul Gate's energy kept dropping. At a fan signing event, the boy group suddenly showed up. Fans were clearly split between the sides. To stabilize things, both groups were arranged to appear together. During the event, Rumi's interaction with Jinu caught her teammates' attention. Meanwhile, Jinu received a drawing related to the idea of soul. Soon after, the white tiger delivered another message. At the same time, the boy group's popularity hit a new high. Demon activity increased as well. Cases of human disappearances started rising. In the end, Rumi chose to reach out to Jinu. She proposed a plan. If the girl group won the competition, the Soul Gate would turn gold and seal the demon world completely, and Jinu could finally break free from control. The situation was now entering a new phase. At that moment, a street vendor selling Chinese knot bracelets showed up. She assumed the two were a couple. They both denied it right away and tried to distance themselves. The vendor looked at Jinu and didn't think much of him. She handed a bracelet to Rumi and told her to find someone better. Rumi still wanted to talk about the plan. As she turned to leave, Jinu reached out and grabbed her hand. The sudden contact made things a bit awkward. He let go and said he just wanted the bracelet. Then he added that her existence was not a mistake. The scene also highlighted a design detail. The knot pattern seen on their weapons and logo was labeled online as a traditional Korean ornament, but in reality, this type of knot had earlier origins and didn't belong to just one culture. Some overseas viewers ended up misunderstanding this point. Back to the story, online discussions started blowing up, and everyone was waiting to see how the girl group would perform at the Idol Awards. The pressure kept building. During rehearsal for Takedown the next day, Rumi noticed a clear issue with the lyrics. The tone was too extreme, and most of it was just attacking demons. She suggested rewriting it, but Mira and Zoey didn't agree, saying the song was meant to go against the boy group. It was the first major disagreement between them, and it turned into an argument. At the same time, the cracks to the demon world kept expanding, and more demons started showing up. Rumi's condition got worse, and she made mistakes in battle. An entire subway train full of passengers was taken by demons. After that, Rumi went to see Jinu again. They talked things through and finally had an honest conversation. At one point, they even sang together. The whole world fades, it's only you I feel. After this, Rumi's voice stabilized, and Jinu temporarily broke free from the mental control. Jinu made a promise that the boy group would lose on purpose in the competition. Rumi went back and apologized to her team. Mira and Zoey admitted that Takedown had the wrong direction, didn't connect with the audience, and even hurt their teamwork. They decided to switch back to Golden. Rumi said, once the Soul Gate turned gold, everything would finally end. On the day of the idol competition, the boy group created chaos backstage as planned, so the girl group went on first. Their performance instantly lit up the crowd. Rumi hit the high note and moved into a wire stunt. The crowd's energy surged, and large areas started turning gold. The Soul Gate was almost complete. Then suddenly, the lights went out. Takedown started playing. Right after that, her teammates turned on her and exposed her disguise in front of everyone. Her demon markings were revealed. You're a demon. The scene fell into chaos. Lights burst, and the audience panicked. The real Mira and Zoey arrived at that moment and saw everything from below the stage. Rumi had no choice but to leave. She went to find Jinu, only to realize everything had been controlled all along. Ma appeared and revealed the truth. Jinu had made a deal 400 years ago to gain power and status, but the cost was becoming a servant. Ma threatened him. If he resisted, the memories would keep tormenting him. Rumi said, "You're not a bad person," but Jinu was already shaken and tried to pull her down with him. People like us belong in the dark. At the same time, the girl group officially disbanded. Human star energy began collapsing, and the Soul Gate was close to breaking. The boy group announced a special performance at Namsan Tower. In reality, it was a mass sacrifice. People in the city lost awareness and started moving toward the tower. The mentor appeared. She was from the previous generation and had raised Rumi. She offered to help hide Rumi's identity. But this time, Rumi refused. She chose not to hide anymore and faced who she really was. Namsan Tower. The boy group's performance began. Ma descended just as the ritual was about to finish. Rumi showed up alone. Ma mocked her. "You can't even save yourself." Rumi answered, "Then I'll create a new Soul Gate." She started singing to reach the crowd. The message was simple: accept who you really are. Mira and Zoey were awakened and returned to the stage. The three sang together. The crowd's energy started to recover and slowly purified. Demons rushed in. They fought while continuing the performance. Ma absorbed more power and launched an attack. Rumi faced him directly. A critical moment. Jinu stepped in and blocked the attack. He said, "Thank you for helping me find myself again." Then he gave his power to Rumi. Rumi unleashed everything and struck Ma's core. With everyone's energy combined, they finally defeated him. The Soul Gate was restored, not gold anymore, but multicolored. In the end, the three returned to their normal lives. Rumi's markings were still there, but she no longer hid them. The new Soul Gate stood stronger than before. In the distance, the three-eyed magpie and white tiger rested quietly. Everything returned to balance. That's where the story ended. On the surface, it was about idols fighting demons. But at its core, it was about accepting who you are. When the image breaks, do you hide or face it? Rumi made her choice. What do you think? Is the real enemy the darkness outside, or the part of ourselves we avoid.